DC's #1 recording studio. Listen vision, listen vision, 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 DC's #1 recording studio.
Hello. Welcome to the Swerv Show. All right. Hi, Tony.
Hey.
I'm sorry. We caught Tony off guard.
You did. I didn't realize
we kind of both just walked in. So anyway.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
welcome. Did. It is August 21st. The summer is almost coming to a close. Almost Labor Day.
This summer, it's time for it to go on by.
You think so?
It's been a hot one, and I usually like the heat, but this heat has been.
I don't know. It's too. Can we get us a little? I mean, something's missing. It's maybe like, are we just too bright or something? Anyway, you'll manage it, PJ. Thank you.
You'll manage it.
Yes,
I think it was because it was so hot. It was like the hottest summer on record.
It's hot. Every month has been the hottest month in history.
That's scary.
What's that mean, y'all? Global warming. So
anyway, really scary.
Welcome to the Swerv Show. I'm Jamil Fletcher, the publisher of Swerv Magazine, and I have Tony Nelson with me, who is I like that's better. Who's a columnist with us? It's the Spotlight column that he runs twice.
And it's coming. It's coming when?
September, October.
Oh, yes. It's in editing now. Right?
Yes, we're working on it now. We're coming, but in the meantime, you can check out our July-August issue featuring. Oh my goodness, PJ, man, you were on it. My man.
We like PJ.
Giselle Barbie Royale. So still getting good feedback on this.
She's an absolute beautiful.
She is. She's going to be in Richmond, but we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, she's going to be at Zykea's event.
I got a flyer for that. So yeah. Anyway, all right, look it. So we also have advertising. Oh, that's a little too dark now. We have advertising opportunities both within the magazine and on the show. So just give us a contact. Myself, Jamil at Swerv Magazine, with your what?
Budget.
BUDGET $.
Everything costs.
Especially our time.
Yeah, well, and most importantly,
Right.
I don't think people put enough value in your personal time.
I have to tell people when it's just calling me out the blue. Oh, I was thinking about this, and I'm like, do I need to invoice you for my time?
That'll get them off the phone.
My consultant time? Okay. Anyway, so of course, Racine is not with us this evening, but we have a flyer for Racine. Racine's show coming up September 4th, and that's featuring Tony Oaks, and I can't see there's a burlesque there, and it's the first Wednesdays of every month at the HRC building here in the District of Columbia.
The
there you
burlesque
go. Thank you
dancer is
so
Lottie
much. Thank you so
Ellington.
much. Oh, Pink Palace. That's Sugar Shang, and Pam.
They can sing.
See, those are the singers right there,
Oh,
y'all.
yeah.
Ooh, okay, we got to be at that. Those are some of the,
And this is
the
what.
best singers in the place.
And what date is this?
September 4th.
I love. That's Racine.
I gotta
show.
try and get there. It's so hard for me to get there by 6. Anyway, so that's what's happening in Racine. What's going on with you, Tony?
Well, coming up, tomorrow, Racine and I are going to be judging the.
Is that tomorrow?
That's tomorrow night. Don't ask me the time.
The Impulse amateur drag queen.
I don't even think it's
drag.
amateur this time. I think
It's
I
not
saw
amateur.
some kids that said they was running. I said, "You running really?"
Were they professionals?
They seem like professionals to me, but we'll see how that works out. And that's tomorrow night at Capital City Winery.
Okay, and that's in the District of Columbia, y'all. Capital City Winery.
What's it called?
City Winery?
Yeah, that place.
City Winery. I was going to say City Winery. Yo, I tell y'all, D.C. is the gayest place in the country.
Yeah.
So it's...
But we will be there tomorrow.
What time? I'm going to try and make it.
Let's say 7.
7-ish?
Yeah, let's say 7. Look at my Facebook page. I'm gonna post it tonight. And also, I have my my column is coming out in September and is interviewing Mr. Black America. I mean, he revealed a lot of things in the column. He was very
I got to try.
he was very forthcoming with a lot of information and just positive.
And he's the reigning Mr. Black
He's
America?
the reigning Mr.
Okay.
Black America, and he's a lovely young man. He's somebody who I've known for a very long time, and he opens up.
All right.
I'm really proud.
And
of
that's what we want to do. We want to bring forth the backstory on a lot of the people, and especially the entertainers.
And I'm
in our
really
community.
proud of this this article.
Okay.
I hope you guys like it too. And he's just great. It was just a great piece. And then coming up on this Sunday, I'm going to be at Mr. Henry's,
And this is in Washington, D.C., y'all.
the legendary Mr. Henry, the place where
Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway
were
right.
discovered. And I'm going to be doing that show. And this show is really important because we're celebrating the birthday of one of my godchildren, Demi Kelly.
How many children you got, dude?
I have lots of sons. I have lots of sons, and then I have godchildren and other people who have, I don't know, I should say look up to me is the right word term for it. But
Idolize.
no, certainly not idolize, but it's just a great feeling. But Demi will be celebrating his birthday, and Demi is somebody who I absolutely adore. I've adored him
Okay,
since
and that's
the
this
first day.
Sunday?
That's this Sunday. So I'm going to invite everyone to come out.
Mr.
and
Henry's
join
here in
us at
Washington,
Mr.
D.C.,
Henry's.
Capitol Hill. What time?
That show starts exactly at 8:15, and before that, I'm going to be at this little spot. I'm not performing, but I'm going to be in the audience at this little spot.
You making an appearance?
I'm making an appearance over on. Oh gosh, Farrah, tell me the name of the place. Over on.
We'll someone send.
I'll
Someone
send it to
us
you.
That.
But they're having their second brunch. It's going to be a new
brunch?
starting up. This is the second edition of it, and the food is absolutely magnificent.
Is this a drag brunch?
It's a drag brunch, and it's hosted by Sabrina Blue, who we know is one of the best.
How many drag brunches do we have on Sunday
It
now?
really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It gives you, it's all about choices. And
y'all just be glad football season hasn't started because I'm not coming to nothing.
and
once
this drag
football
brunch,
season-
this drag brunch is owned and operated by the newly crowned Mr. Black National Prince, Delonte France.
Okay, who came on the show, right?
Delonte hasn't been on the show, but we want him on the show.
Who came on the show then?
Nobody.
No, one of the male title holders came on the show.
That wasn't Mr. Black National.
I'm
that wasn't
sorry.
Mr. Black National Prince. That
Okay.
was Mr. Nations.
Mr. Nations.
Mr.
Right.
Nations.
I'm sorry.
And it's the Club Exhale Lounge at 1006 Florida Avenue. And I think that starts about 11 o'clock.
And that's on Sunday?
That's this Sunday.
You gotta get me flyers.
So I'm going to be there. I'm not performing.
Oh, you're just making an
But
appearance.
I'm making an appearance, but I want to invite everybody to come out with me because my granddaughter, Farrah Sinclair, and Sabrina Blue will be there. They said last month, they said the food.
Oh, it's a monthly.
It's a
and
monthly
Sabrina's
thing.
hosting it. Sabrina, send us a flyer.
They said last month the food was absolutely spectacular.
Okay.
That's what I heard. So I'm going.
I don't know if I'm going to be to make it. I'm supposed to be en route to New York.
If you're out here watching and it's something you looking for something to do Sunday morning, afternoon.
Well, y'all in D.C.,
stop by.
there's Sundays got so many options. I know there was, somebody was
Thank
doing.
you, Farrah.
Hey, Chris. Someone was doing rooftop, Sunday fun days, and that was Troy and Eric and those guys at the Beacon Hotel, and then of course there's the park with Darryl Wilson's project. I mean, and then I don't know. Does Nelly still have something? And then
Nelly's brunch is sold out.
Braxton.
I think for the next several weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sold out?
Yeah, I think it's sold out. And Shantae Williams asks who are the entertainers this week. I think it's Farrah Sinclair, Sabrina Blue, and I'm not sure who the other entertainers are, but we do know those two fabulous entertainers will be there. And the doors open up at noon, but also that evening.
Noon.
Please come and see me at where I'm hosting the show for the birthday dinner for Demi Kelly, also known as Ashley Kelly, Simone Kelly.
Okay.
And it should be a lot of fun.
You are busy. You're
I'm
busy.
Yeah. I'm very busy.
I tell you, for me, this week, I've been at a conference all week at the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce conference, and I tell you, dude, there's some black folks doing some amazing business things in
We need
business.
to.
But we need to do more. And what's interesting is they announced a collaboration with the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, the Asian Pacific Islander Chamber of Commerce. It was great. It really was. It was great.
I know
And I was
people-
really inspired. I met some wonderful people.
People are going to be really, people should be really getting behind all this stuff. And speaking of business, last week we had Ian.
Yes.
On-
Actually, I should have told Ian. He probably should have been there.
He probably should have been there.
Because
but
they did a whole beauty piece, and there were a lot of folks that got beauty lines out. People were doing stuff out there.
Right.
I mean, out their homes, but some people have manufacturing. They're doing a lot of international business.
Right. Well, Ian, I just came back from getting a facial
Let me
from
see.
Ian.
Should I give you the smudge test?
He did. You can give me a smudge test. This thing is.
You look, the skin looks, it's very.
He did an amazing
It looks
job.
very like exfoliated.
He exfoliated and did some more stuff. It was an amazing.
We need to go. We need to go to Ian.
You need
get some
and
facials.
Ian is a master esthetician, and I think his prices are certainly reasonable. And he gave me a lot of. At my age, you would think I would know a lot of this stuff, and
Well, you can always learn something.
But
new.
he taught me. He sat down and gave me a full consultation of what to use and how to use it.
Oh,
And
wow.
so it was really, really worth.
that alone is
So
worth.
you all need to contact Ian if
and
you.
that's 6'4" luxury, right?
Luxury 6'4", yeah, 6'4" luxury.
6'4luxury.com.
Make sure you contact him.
Yes. Where is your day? We're missing your day. I missed you. Anyway, so I guess we should go to news. It's just Tony and I today, so we're just gonna have some
Not
fun.
just.
I'm sorry. Well,
Not
we're
just.
more
Never
than
just.
enough. We're more than enough, right?
Never just.
What is this T-shirt? Let me see. What's this T-shirt say?
This is I don't know. It's just rock and roll of the heart and the guitar coming out the casket. I don't know.
The guitar
It's Mark
coming out
Jacobs.
the casket.
It was a Mark Jacobs shirt,
Really?
and I liked it. Yeah.
We haven't gotten a check from Mark Jacobs, so I can't mention
We
that.
we got a shout out to Shaquita Lee.
Oh, that's right. On Sunday, is it every Sunday now?
What, Shaquita Lee?
Yes.
I think she's leaving.
To go where?
the
Oh, to go to
Benning
Hollywood?
Road. No. Well, she should go to Hollywood, child. She could probably pull it off. I'm sure.
Shaquita, we got to come on and be a guest sometime again.
But I know she's
Been
leaving
years.
the Chateau remix.
Oh, on Benning Road, she's leaving that.
But she's setting it up real good.
Okay.
You know she is, and she's going to be in Philadelphia with her. She's going to take her group to. But she always
Oh,
takes
she's
her groups out
traveling.
to tour. But we're gonna
Philly needs all the help it can get. It needs a burst of
But
energy.
here's the important thing is we're all sitting around with bated breath waiting for her big oh my God announcement because you know something big is going to come. She never lets us down, and we're wishing her the best.
Well, Shaquita Lee, keep us posted.
Keep us posted, and we do know she did. She was the person who was the breaking news that Town nightclub boutique is returning
at a church, right?
Well, that's
Which
okay.
Church? Which church is that going to be?
That church over on North Capitol Street.
So my question is, are y'all gonna do a black night for us, or you just expect us to come whenever and listen to Britney Spears remixes?
Well, they'll have African American entertainers on the shows and stuff. I think that's really great. And Ed Bailey has always been a great guy. He's a really nice guy.
He's been interesting.
He's always been cool with me. But I think the church thing. I mean, that's very New York.
Well, yeah, it is.
It's very
was it a
European.
black-owned church before? Is it one of the black churches? Because the black churches get approached to sell all the time downtown. Gentrification is real.
That church has been closed for a very long time. It's
Okay.
been closed for a long time. You're welcome, Shaquita.
We're gonna have to do some more research on that. Oh, Shaquita. Oh, she posted. She posted that to you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We wishing her the best.
Well, let's do some news real quick. We got. This ought to be interesting. Jay-Z and the NFL. So
what's the big hubbub?
So I thought they were really setting him up to be an owner, but that's not what the deal is. They say that this is really he's just signed on to provide entertainment consultation and around their social engagement. So can you bring it back to us? Yeah. So and he's gotten some backlash on it because of course, does that mean Colin Kaepernick is going to be back in the league? Because I know the Philadelphia Eagles sure could use him.
But didn't they settle with Kaepernick?
Yes. I don't know how much he got, but I think it was undisclosed.
It's undisclosed
because they blackballed him.
But that means it was a lot.
You would assume so.
So, but
because they did blackball him, but the thing is, if you sign on to this, what are we saying about this? If you're going to sign on to the fact that they can blackball, whoever they deem that is not appropriate, even though he didn't do anything wrong. That's my question. I mean, what's the deal? I mean, sure, this is a business arrangement.
I don't understand. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't understand all the ins and outs of it. 'Cause I kind of missed a little bit of that, but I do know there was some backlash, and then I even heard some backlash to Kaepernick. But Cardi B seemed to be okay with it.
Is she performing? Is she gonna perform at the halftime? I would be shocked if they had her perform at halftime.
Okay, so I know we're doing news, so I got to tell this bit of news. This is news. Shaquita said, "Hold on, October 12th, making history in D.C. and catch Miss Riley Knox on the VMAs. Oh, on the VMAs Monday night. That must be because they're celebrating.
Because she's in the Taylor Swift thing,
and
right?
they're celebrating Taylor Swift's 10th anniversary.
Oh, we gotta have Riley come on the show. Does Riley still live in this area?
Of course she does.
I didn't know that.
Of course she does.
I didn't know Riley
but
comes
looks
see
like
us.
her star is
come
lighting
see us before
up.
you get too big because we don't
Shaquita-
have any honorarium fees.
So Shaquita, can we expect that you're going to make this big announcement on October 12th right here at Swerve? You can come down and make the announcement.
If October 12th is on a Wednesday.
Well, she can make it before that. She doesn't want to make the announcement that whatever this history thing is going to be on October 12th. We want to hear the
And
announcement.
maybe we can do some coverage in our November, December issue.
Yeah, we could cover it, and maybe the Swerve can do the red carpet.
Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. We're open. Should we send you our writer? Just let us know who our people
I just need a big bowl of M&Ms in my trust.
That means I'm gonna have to get someone to style me, get me an outfit together, and Yarde's gonna have to beat our face.
Yes. But we wish Shaquita all the best.
Congratulations! I'm going to give
She
you.
says she can't say it until it happens.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're welcome to come on and share with us whenever you want.
Or tease us a little bit.
We've got a seat for you. Okay. So let's get to some other news. We got,
Greenland.
Oh my goodness, Greenland is not for sale, y'all.
But the United States have been after Greenland.
Do we have a slide for that? I think we did. Right. This fool. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. Our president he canceled the trip. He was supposed to go visit the Dutch because he didn't like the way they said that his proposal was absurd, and they canceled the trip. mainly because they're women. It was with their queen, and their prime minister is a woman. And she was like, "Really, dude, you're gonna cancel the state visit because I said, Greenland's not for sale." But anyway,
Well, they tried. Well, how do you think you can bully somebody to sell something? But they've been trying to. People don't realize that
they were trying to buy it.
But the United States have been trying to get Greenland since World War II.
Right, Truman tried to. He had offered, to take it over.
What are they going to do with it?
It's got natural resources, and now, of course, all the ice is melting, and you got all those natural resources underneath it. So that's what the deal is. But global warming is real.
They don't want China to get it either.
Oh my goodness, China is all in Africa. They're taking over Africa.
Are you kidding me?
They're trying to. They're taking over the natural resources, because they were talking about it at the chamber, event, and really trying to have African Americans do business in Africa, which they've got all kinds of things set up. I'm ready to go to Ghana. We got to go visit Ghana. Ghana sounds fabulous. Anyway, so we got to visit. And they say Ghana is the first place you should go. It's like Africa for beginners. That's what they said.
We have to go?
Yes, we do. We need to plan a trip. Okay. We got the New York officer who killed Eric Gardner has been fired. Finally, it's been
more
what?
than,
how many years has this been?
4 or 5. And
they settled immediately with the family. I think they gave them $5 million, was it? Something like that. Yeah, the mayor did. They just gave them that. They didn't go to court. They didn't have to sue, no civil suit or anything.
He put him in a chokehold.
Right. It was clearly wrongful death. Give me a break. So he finally got fired. But I think it's been about 5 years.
It's been about at least.
Right.
At least.
The question is, does he get his pension?
But what about the other ones? He wasn't the only one.
Well, that was in New York. So.
But he wasn't the only one that was involved with Eric Garner.
Well, he was the one that.
He had him in a chokehold.
The one that killed him. He was the one that they tried to file charges against.
They need to fire all of them.
On all of them, they held him down.
They held him down. They didn't stop him.
Isn't that terrible? That's terrible.
Yeah.
All right. The other issue, y'all, lead is in the water in Newark, New Jersey. And I tell you, there doesn't seem to be any major outrage about it. They're giving them 2 cases of water. It affects, I think they said maybe about 30,000 people. No, it might be more than that. It might be 280,000. But it's the largest city in New Jersey. Of course, it's black. And they said they've had projected lead in the pipes problems for years. This is Flint all over again. And I don't see the state coming in to pump water in or nothing. They got these people, they're giving them 2 little cases of these 16-ounce bottles of water.
Is it as bad as Flint?
And they have to come and they have to come get it, not deliver it to you. You got to go get it. Disabled and then whatever. It's terrible. It's terrible. But I tell you what was interesting to me is, Cory Booker was mayor at one time. Mayor Baraka's son is mayor now in New Jersey, in Newark, New Jersey.
And he was the mayor of Newark.
Right.
I did know that.
And I tell you, that's going to kill that campaign.
Oh, well, he killed his campaign.
But
he never did his campaign ever. Was it?
It's still there. I think he's passed the threshold to make the debates. I think he has.
Who's got cut? Did
I don't know. But your girl, it's funny. At the Black Chamber, your girl came live to speak. The writer, whatever her name is,
Marianne Williams.
Yes.
Oh, she ain't never scared.
She came and spoke, and she was interviewed by the director of the president of the U.S. Black Chamber. It was rather interesting.
Oh, I love her.
It was just a surprise. They just threw her in on it. We would get ready to leave, and he said, "We got a surprise person." And he asked her right directly about reparations. She gave a good answer. She was kind of all over the place, but she gave a good answer.
She ain't never scared. Now.
No,
and she
came.
She ain't got a snowball spread to win that election. Hey,
she sure don't, but she's gonna sell books.
She gonna sell her books, and I'm not mad at her. Hey, Strong J.
Because now I know who she is. Hey, Strong J.
You gonna know who she is, but don't forget this Sunday we celebrating Demi Kelly's birthday.
That's right.
Mr. Henry's.
Right. All right. Then we got Stephen Curry has funded Howard University's golf program, and the money he's
Howard
given.
has a golf program.
Well, we got rid of it decades ago. I think
Why?
they said 40 years ago. Well, we couldn't afford it. Probably. It's certain sports we had. Like we had baseball. We don't have baseball anymore. That happens. But my question is, and he's going to fund the program for 6 years. And it kind of came about because a friend of his was a Howard University student. He wanted to play golf here. They had a club, but and I guess Stephen Curry is a big golf fan, and they had a whole big press announcement here on Monday. I wasn't invited, but they had one here Monday.
So when you say fund the program, what exactly does that mean?
I guess that's paying for. I'm hoping it's going to pay for some scholarships, but I guess that's paying for equipment, travel.
He got coins like that?
Who? Stephen Curry? Yeah. This is my question though. So a lot of times I'm a fundraiser, and a lot of times people want to give you money for stuff that is not a priority to the organization. They'll come and say, "I want to give you guys money to host this forum." You're like,
"Well, it's stuff that."
Well, do we? But what we need is a new basketball stadium. Okay.
But was it is there a big demand for a golf program at Howard?
Well, a lot of some HBCUs have them. Most of the ones in the South have them, and a lot of them recruit white players from overseas. So you see Jackson State's golf team; they're all from Brussels and Poland and all these, right? And nobody's speaking English.
Right. Okay.
And they're winning the NCAAs. Come on, they win because those folks come over. They get the scholarship. They come over. But anyway,
maybe Stephen Curry will help fund somebody to get Trump out of office.
But my thing is, if you're going to fund anything at Howard, how about you get us a new basketball stadium?
Howard doesn't have a basketball stadium?
We do, but we need a new one. Clearly, we need new basketball and football stadium. And I know the kids are going to go online and say, yes, y'all do need new football stadium. But we need a new basketball stadium. And my question was, y'all had the press conference right outside our little stadium. We got one of the best NBA players in the world, one of the best basketball players in the world, and he gives us money for the golf program? Come on, y'all.
But maybe a basketball stadium is a little bit more expensive than he wanted.
Well, he could launch it, because he's going to fund the golf program, men's and women's, for 6 years. 6 years.
Yeah, he could have built the stadium.
Which means after the 6 years, we got to fund it ourselves. So that's going to be interesting.
Okay. Okay.
So anyway, what else is going on? Okay, I guess that's it for news. Well, let's see. What do we got? Okay, let's go to what's hot. What's got? Oh, this young lady I met, Ivy's Tees. I met Ivy at the Black Chamber of Commerce event. Let's run her commercial. Let's run it. Can we run it? Ivy. I told you I was going to show it.
Well, we appreciate it. So now, what is?
She makes teas, and she makes I guess they're organic teas, but she makes them for various reasons. She says to address diabetes, to address colds, of course, anything, And she gave me a sample, and you have to. It's the. Well, I guess not the leaves. I guess it is the leaves, and you have to brew it yourself. And she had all instructions, but she's got the packaging. It's great.
Was it
product
delicious?
line. I haven't had a chance to taste the sample that she gave me, so it looked great. Right? She knew what she was doing. So I was really inspired by her story, and she's very LGBT. friendly. She really was. Sweet young lady. She's
And
going to
she's
be very successful.
And she's smart enough to go after the hip hop culture. So clearly,
She told me about the commercial.
The
that
trap
she said
culture.
She didn't have no money. She said some folks, I guess the videographer had some friends. They just all came and turned up.
But it scared me though with the those red plastic
red
cups. And the hot tea. That might be a little
Drink tea like an adult. All right,
Yes,
I like
please.
that tagline. Anyway,
But
shout
it's
out
great.
to you, Ivy.
Congratulations,
And she's gonna come
Ivy.
on the show. She's gonna come on the show.
We like Ivy already.
All right. So what about Pose? Did you see you didn't see the season finale? I can't talk to Tony about Pose because he ain't watched it.
Did Electra Abundance win?
Well, she won Mother of the Year, and they had and that was the season finale, and they had the issue around the model being discovered, and the way they played it is like, she was discovered but not totally blackballed, and she's going over to Europe and that sort of thing. And then of course, they had it started off with what's the main character, Blanca, really getting very sick, almost dying.
Which one is Blanca? Blanca is the one with
the one that was on the far right. Can you bring up the image again? Right.
And she's the main
she was in a
character.
wheelchair, right? Well, she's one of the main characters, but she's the mother of the House of Evangelista, right? So it's a great series. It was very kind of sentimental last night, but it was a great season that they had. So hats off to them.
And isn't Electra is Blanca's mother?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see.
So, they compete with one another and everything. And
happy
they did
for
the
the
whole
show.
thing where, you had the leaders of the ballroom scene, not the houses, but the scene and the balls, leaders of the balls, I guess, were all men. And then the trans women were challenging them, saying, you're judging us and you're not including us. And so they did a category where those individuals did drag. So Billy Porter in full drag, and they had a competition.
Yeah,
right?
That's called a turnabout.
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 Okay.
Well, at least in the drag show world, that's called a turnabout.
And what kills me is when they do the one where it's the Butch Kids, and they said with a twist, where they didn't come out and be real femme and Vogue, so it's like ghetto street, hard street or something, and then they do one scene, then they come out the next scene, they come out with a twist, and they come out in basically a dress. And
So is it safe to say you enjoyed the?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was good. It's good. It's
So
always,
so they must only do 8 shows because it seems like it's
must
over
have been
quickly.
8 or 10, maybe. Yeah, I think it might have been 8.
And it's
So
already
season 2 was well received, I would imagine,
and it's already renewed for
season 3. So they need to promote season 3 in Swerv magazine. I think it would help. Anyway,
maybe
shout
Giselle.
out
Maybe Giselle will get on.
somebody.
On
Somebody.
Pose.
I know Dominique. Giselle.
Well, I just
Well, Giselle. She did say she's her next thing is the ballroom scene. That's what she said.
oh she'd be
And she
great.
said, "I'm coming to take heads." That's what she said.
Oh, she'd be great. But
I know if I saw in the category, I'm gonna get some red wine and pour on her dress.
Electra is Tommy Ross is her mother.
Oh, really?
Yes, I saw a picture of the two of them together
Dominique?
recently. Dominique is
Oh, I
Tommy
didn't know
Ross.
that.
Yes, I saw that on Facebook.
So did Dominique was she in the pageant scene ever?
I think she was.
Really?
But I could be incorrect.
I know
about
she
that.
did some modeling for Douglas Says.
But
one
I
of
saw
our
a
favorite
picture of her and
designers.
Tommy Ross like a couple of weeks
How's
ago.
she doing?
Tommy is fantastic.
Okay.
She's
Shout
doing
out to you, Tommy.
She's doing fantastic. And she looks great, and it looks like she has made a full recovery.
Come on, I'm sure she looks great.
Yeah.
She looks great. That cover we did on her with the afro was just so majestic. It just reeked of royalty.
But you know what else is hot is Flame Monroe, who is a fabulous transgender comedian who I've hosted events
Well, then
with.
we got to do something. That sounds like a profile.
Yes, she is. Well, she just blew up. She just was featured on Tiffany Haddish's They Ready.
Oh, really? Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
That's Flame.
It's on
Monroe.
Netflix,
Yeah,
right?
she's out of Chicago.
Oh, I got to watch that.
Well, I think she's living in California now, but Flame Monroe is a very dear friend of mine.
Okay, come
And
on.
she did.
Can she bring you on when she comes on?
Well, she already told me she got something. She already told me. She said, "You hold on, Tony Nelson. I got
Oh,
something for
Tony,
you."
I'm ready.
So when
We're
I
going to
push her-
ride the wave with you. I'm gonna carry in your clothes or something.
Yeah, so she was just on the Tiffany Haddish's
On
They Ready,
Netflix.
and
I haven't
she-
seen it yet. I
yeah,
gotta watch
and
it.
she said that there's some other things coming up. So I'm really happy. I had an opportunity to work with her just last year. This time.
Why
last
don't
year.
you just do a stand up set? Could you do that?
I probably could.
Would you do it as Tony or would you do it as Miss WTF?
Tony is not outgoing.
Or you could
enough.
do it as both. You could switch in between.
Tony is not outgoing enough.
Ooh.
Miss WTF is pretty could do it, but
But we still got our video that we want to do.
yes,
Theo was on.
Theo
you
said
on?
he's still on it.
Theo, I'm telling you that it's gonna make Tony a star.
We can't talk about it too much. We got listeners out there.
It is gonna make Tony a star. It is. Right.
But yeah, it's I could do it. I would have to. Everything I do is off the top of my head. And, But I'm really flattered, and this is not a read. But there have been things that I have said and jokes that I've said for years.
Did you
and
hear?
so I am so flattered when I go to these shows and I be like, that was my joke.
Do you look at him and say, cease and desist, please?
No, I'm really flattered. So maybe I could, that was all. My point is, my whole thing is, I can't write anything. So maybe I can.
Go up and give him, say, I'm represented by the Johnny Cochran firm. You will be hearing
I've
from
heard-
them shortly.
I've heard over the years, I've heard so many things that I've come up with and dreamed about, and I've said, and I've heard them so many times. And, yeah.
Okay. I would be evil. I'm sorry. I'd be like,
no,
excuse me, that's not yours. That was mine.
I'm flattered, and I don't necessarily
Flattery doesn't pay the bills, baby.
yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry.
And I've taken some jokes too.
Really?
Oh,
No,
gosh, yes.
no. But did you give them credit?
Oh yeah, I always give credit.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I've used some of Xavier Bloomingdale's jokes, and I always say I got that from Xavier.
Okay, at least you do that.
Yeah.
Well, look at the folks stealing material. Okay. All right. So, Nations Foundation Gala, that's coming up. October 26th. I want to go. Let's see, we're going to talk with Zakia. Am I saying her name right, Zakia?
Zakia Jamonsier.
Yes. So that looks like that. See, this is going to be amazing. Giselle Barbie Royale is the keynote speaker. So it's all coming full circle. Saturday, October 26th, and that's in Richmond. So we need to go down for that. I'm going to put that on my schedule.
Yeah, she's also going to have her pageant coming up too. And
Are you judging?
No, I'm not judging. I hosted that pageant
Oh.
for several years in a row. And
Hey, Tay. Man.
this year, they're bringing the legendary Sophia McIntosh to host that event.
Okay.
And, Sophia is the mother of all the comedy drags.
So that's going to be
Yeah,
interesting.
So it should be it'll be amazing.
All right, y'all. Then we've got my dear friend David Clemens is running for Memphis City Council. Folks, if you can hear my voice, please send him some money, first of all, because the folks are hating on him. They're tearing his signs down, and the homophobes are coming out against him. He's a police officer in Memphis, resident. He and his mother are the proud publishers of the Unleashed Voice, which is a great periodical. And so can you bring that back up? Because I just want to draw attention to the dates. It was September 13th through the 28th is early voting in Memphis, and Election Day is actually October 3rd. So we want to send him good fortunes. Hope the folks come out and vote like we need to for real in Memphis, and let's put him on City Council.
Let's see what happens.
That's right. We got you. I just sent him another $25. That's all I could do today. And I sent him something, but whatever you can send, it's gonna help pay for something. All right. So we got the Trans Marches coming up, and that is on. I don't even know the date. Lord, what date was that? Was it September 28th? It was something like that.
It's in
Lord.
September. If you know the Trans March date, someone send it to
Yes,
us. I think it's
I want-
September the 28th. I believe that's correct.
I think that was right. Yes. So, and I'm planning to participate. Hopefully, if the weather's nice. And
If
that's
the
in
weather's
Washington,
nice.
D.C., y'all. And I think they're doing it all over the country, too. They're doing it in other cities.
Simultaneous
Right,
marches.
yeah, simultaneously. Okay. What else do we have? Oh,
What
New
is
Hope.
this? I don't know what this is.
New Hope. This is Kenneth King's church. They're doing here in Washington D.C. They're doing a Family and Friends Day on August 25th, And I just saw him not too long ago. New Hope. They're off for North Capitol. I didn't know that. I kept thinking they were in Southeast. So
No, that's over near where the new town boutique will be.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. If y'all come on out, if you're in the city, that's Sunday. There's a lot going on Sunday.
Yeah.
Here in the district. Oh, so I just saw this on Netflix. I don't know. Do you have the clip? Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me just describe it. There's a new show, Styling Hollywood series on Netflix. I think it starts at the end of August. It's a couple, and I've heard about this couple, two brothers. Well, they're two black men, rather, and I don't know if they're married, but they're dating, and they have a show coming up on Netflix. One's a stylist, I think. They may both be stylists, or one's an interior designer, I think, and the other's a stylist. But anyway, let's run that.
Nothing is more glamorous than walking the red carpet. Unless you're me.
Drop it.
My name is Jason Bolden, creative director for JSN Studio, where we do interior design and celebrity styling.
I'm Adair Curtis, Jason's better half. I oversee the interior design, and while Jason is running his mouth, I'm running our business.
Where do you come up with this stuff? Our clients are real-life superstars.
Why am I getting actual chills, though?
This is your kitchen.
Wow, this is crazy, man.
Oh my God, amazing.
Women that we work with are the epitome of black girl magic, but it's definitely not easy. It's the day before the Emmys. It's a hole in the dress.
You are no longer part of JSN Studio. We are done.
We've never really heard about black interior decorators and celebrity stylists. The demand is really high for us. You married a superstar.
I did. You're my Ivanka.
Well, we getting a divorce.
Okay. Well, that looks cute.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Interesting. We have to take a look at that, and we got to do something with those guys in Swerv.
I think the good twist is doing styling and
interior
design instead of just sticking to the interior design
and makeup. Like one's not a makeup artist.
Yeah. It looks like it'll be good.
Right. Yeah, it does. It does. We're gonna have to move out to Hollywood, Tony, because I think we should have a show.
What's it gonna be called?
I don't know. Swerv show.
The Tony Nelson
Swerv
show.
Ooh, with others.
With others. With Racine and Jamil.
We'll be pushing you up down the steps. Oops, Tony can't make it this year. So, hey, Tysus, that's my girl. She's watching. So that looks like that's going to be a fun show. I'm going to check it out on Netflix. So, yeah, the beauty about Netflix is you can binge watch. I don't have to wait every week, to see the next episode. You can say, I'll watch 3 of them, 4 of them.
I like that movie that came on Netflix with Angela Bassett, Otherhood.
Oh, was that good? I didn't see it.
It was cute.
Really?
It was cute.
I'm going to watch that.
I'm not going to say that about Angela Bassett, but the movie was cute.
Okay. I love Angela Bassett. She's a powerful actress. She really is. Ooh, okay. All right. Tony's something else, ain't he? Okay, all right. So we have a musical spotlight.
I'm really kidding. I'm kidding.
We have a musical spotlight. It's kind of long, but I'm going to show it anyway. So, I love her doing this song. Liz Wright, a couple years ago, she did a tribute to Ella Fitzgerald, to celebrate Ella Fitzgerald's centennial birthday. And she did a rendition of The Nearness of You. So let's run that.
Which is not a song.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills or delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. just the nearness of you. When you're in my arms and I feel you so close to me. All my wildest dreams come true. I don't need soft lights to enchant me. If you'd only grant me the right to hold you ever so tight. I want to feel in the night the nearness of you. When you're in my arms and I feel you so close to me. All my wildest dreams, they come true. I don't need soft lights to enchant me. Oh, if you would only grant me the rights to hold you ever so tight. I want to feel in the night the nearness of you. Just the nearness of you.
Are we back? All right. All right, y'all. That was Liz Wright, y'all. We love Liz Wright.
It was dreamy.
It was. But it just shows you what an artist can do. It's just her and a keyboard player, live, acoustics. You know, we don't need audio tune and the music. I mean, the song itself is a beautiful
Was
song.
that a read?
That wasn't a read. That wasn't a read. Well, you know, I like music with my music. I already tell you that. I don't need to hear computer beats. I need to hear music with my music. But anyway, we love Liz Wright. I tell you, I have not heard her last. I think her last project. I still haven't heard it, and she's one of my favorite artists. It's kind of
I love her version of "Soon as I Get Home."
Oh yeah.
I like
Did you ever hear the spiritual project she did?
I did.
Oh my goodness, that project.
She's
Especially
a
that
preacher.
one song. Well, you know, Toshi Reagan writes a lot of her stuff. They do
Who?
a lot. Toshi Reagan writes a lot of her stuff.
She's a preacher's daughter.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, her
right.
father's
That's
a
right.
minister.
That's right. Yeah. If you've never seen her live, go see her live. She's great. She's something to behold. She really is. Okay. All right. Well, we got a couple minutes, and we didn't have anything set to talk about, but there's one thing I want to bring up. Y'all gonna get a kick out of this. Jeffrey Epstein, I'm gonna put it in air quotes, suicide. Tony,
In the what?
his suicide.
Oh.
What are your thoughts? What do y'all think?
Wow.
So it's awfully bizarre that he had a suicide watch couple days before he was that he committed suicide, and they took him off a suicide watch supposedly, and he was in this federal jail in New York. And they said he would hire his attorney to spend hours on hours on hours with him to get him out of solitary confinement. So he would just sit and consult with his attorney for as long as he could. He would pay the attorney to come so he can get out of the cell.
Poor thing.
Right.
He just killed himself.
So do you think that he committed suicide, or do you think that they got rid of him? Or I got another scenario, but I want to hear your thoughts, Tony. And y'all let us know, y'all.
I think he's someplace in the Bahamas, someplace.
That's what I said.
And I feel sorry for the person that's in that they found hanging, but that ain't him. He's somewhere off in Greenland somewhere, sitting under the ice cap, getting his life,
Tony,
drinking a
I
margarita.
said the same thing. I said that dude ain't dead.
No.
And he owns an island. I said he is somewhere else. He's bought his way out of everything. I'm sure he bought his way out of this.
Yeah, but if he is dead, it's very Russian. That's what the Russians do.
Right, but they said he's got something on everybody. I think extortion might have been how he made his money, because no one really knows how he made his money. They don't know how he made his money. All of a sudden, he had all this money, and I think it's extortion he got because the Clintons, everybody he had around him, he had them doing stuff with these little girls. And it was all of a sudden...
Allegedly.
Right. So all of a sudden, he commits suicide. That was... Right. And, I mean, was there a funeral?
But here's the argument against him committing suicide, against the conspiracy theory. If these people wanted to kill him, they didn't have to wait till he got in jail. They could have killed him before he got arrested.
Yes, but... This is one way to do it without raising any suspicions.
But it raised more suspicion because he's in jail.
First, you put him on suicide watch a couple of days, and you announce that to the world. He's on suicide watch, and then 3 days later, he commits suicide.
But don't you think that raises suspicion?
Oh yeah.
So to me,
now they're investigating the jail.
Because
who left him alone? All
to
those
me,
things.
it makes no sense. It makes no sense that that someone killed him at this point when it's going to be investigations.
Well, because they're thinking.
Unless you're trying.
Well, they were thinking that he was going to start to turn on other people.
Unless
he hadn't yet.
Unless you start. Unless you're trying to set somebody up.
Somebody said got a new face and some more shit. I think when I heard it, I said, dude, he ain't dead. He done paid something, and they done announced that he's dead. I ain't seen no funeral. I ain't seen nobody on television crying.
He doesn't have any family, does he?
I think he does. I ain't seen nobody crying, talking about he's dead. And
would
blah,
you
blah,
be
blah.
out crying for him?
If he was my family.
You would be crying for him? He's your family? You'd be still crying for him?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
But no, I mean, it just seemed like they said, oh, he's dead. And we just supposed to say, oh, okay. No service, no nothing. And then they're going to investigate.
Well, that woman in England, she crying.
Who?
What's her name? The one that was bringing the women to.
Oh, yeah. Somebody, and you know what? She might be the one that goes to jail for all that stuff she did.
Yeah.
And then they're saying that the victims, they still have access to, I guess, sue the estate.
Now his estate.
Really?
You didn't read all that the way they said he set that thing up so in his last couple of
weeks.
He
gave it all away?
No, he set it up in different trusts where you can't. And they said the only thing that could save it is they said they don't know if he got everything done that he was trying to do. They said, but if he did, they won't get no money out of that.
Dude, that money, and we need to check the money because that money's going to be drawn down from some island in the middle of nowhere. I think he's still alive. I don't think he's dead. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to say that. I'm going to tell you the biggest disgrace of this is a sitting American president accused another president of murdering him.
Right.
That is just
You control the attorney general. The attorney general is the chief police officer in the country, and it happened under your watch, not anybody else's watch. Your watch. But we're talking about something else now. Now we're talking about Greenland. I mean, it's something new every day. Actually, there's a couple of things new every day with this fool. But
well, maybe Scaramucci would give us some dirt
that's
on
right. So
the
now
mooch.
Scaramucci is calling him crazy.
The mooch can't take him. The mooch.
Ain't that funny?
And the mooch said that I'm the one that's not scared of you. But then again, that other man said he wasn't scared of him either.
Who?
The one that was turned out to be what's his name? Stormy Daniels' attorney.
Oh, yeah. They found stuff on him. But we're gonna say goodnight. Oh, that's right. Sean Spicer's gonna be on Dancing with the Stars. Anyway, y'all, it just gets more and more bizarre.
I worked for Sean Spicer. I used to work for Sean Spicer's first cousin.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she was a piece of work.
I'm sure, because he's a piece of work. Anyway, y'all, thank you for joining us. Tony and I send y'all some love. Yarday and Racing, we miss you.
Yarday, call us.
We see you next Wednesday. All right, y'all. Peace.
Listen vision, listen vision, listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Oh.